I didn't come to West Virginia expecting to hear a ghost testify. I came for a story, an old case people still whisper about, the legend of the Greenbrier Ghost. At first, it sounded impossible, a murder solved by a spirit. I didn't believe it, not until I stood inside that quiet old house where everything felt untouched by time. The air was still, too still, like something was waiting. I had been told about her, a young woman named Zona, found dead under mysterious circumstances, declared natural causes, buried too quickly, no questions asked. But her mother, she didn't believe it. They say in the nights that followed the funeral, something began to happen, something no one could explain. I was standing near the old bedroom when I felt it, a sudden drop in temperature, a chill that didn't belong to the room. Then I heard it, a soft movement behind me, like fabric shifting. I turned slowly, no one there, but the feeling didn't go away. It grew stronger, closer. Then a voice, faint, fragile, but unmistakably real. I didn't fall. My heart stopped. The voice came again, clearer this time. He killed me. I froze. Every part of me told to run, but I couldn't because deep down, I knew exactly who I was hearing. According to the legend of West Virginia, this wasn't a ghost story. This was the only case in history where a spirit returned to name her killer. I didn't want to hear more, but the room wouldn't let me leave. The air turned cold, heavier than before, like something had stepped closer, right behind me. Then the voice returned, stronger this time, no longer distant, no longer fragile. I'll show you. Before I could react, the room changed, not physically, but something shifted, like I was no longer just standing there, I was seeing something else. The walls felt different, the air thicker, and suddenly, I wasn't alone. She was there, not just a voice anymore, a figure, faint, pale, almost transparent. A young woman in old-fashioned clothing, her face calm but her eyes filled with something deeper, something broken, something unfinished. I couldn't move, couldn't speak, I just watched. Then everything around us began to play out like a memory, like I had been pulled into the past. I saw the room as it once was, warmer, lived in, and then him, a man standing near her. His presence was heavy, controlling, the kind of silence that hides something darker. They were arguing. I couldn't hear the words at first, only the tension, the way she stepped back, the way he moved forward. Then the voice beside me whispered. He was angry. The scene sharpened, his face twisted with rage. Her fear became visible, real. And then it happened. He grabbed her violently. She tried to pull away, tried to escape, but he was stronger. The room felt suffocating as I watched it unfold, every second too real, too close. The voice spoke again right beside me. He broke my neck. I flinched because in that exact moment, I saw it. A sudden, brutal movement, her body going still, too still. The silence that followed was unbearable. Then everything faded. The room returned, dark, cold, empty. But she was still there, standing in front of me, her head slowly tilted to one side at an unnatural angle, her eyes locked onto mine, not angry, not vengeful, just needing to be heard. He said I fell, she whispered. The words echoed in the silence. They believed him. A chill ran through me because I knew what she meant. Back in West Virginia, her death had been called an accident. No investigation, no justice, until now. She took a slow step back, her form beginning to fade, but before she disappeared completely, she said one last thing, tell them the truth. And just like that, she was gone, leaving me alone in the silence with a story no one was supposed to hear. I didn't sleep that night. How could I? Her voice, her story, it kept repeating in my head. Tell them the truth. By morning, I knew one thing. I couldn't ignore it. I had to find out if any of this had been ever been told before. So I started asking questions, old records, local archives, stories passed down through generations in West Virginia, and that's when everything began to fall into place. Her name was Zona Heaster Shue. Her death had been ruled natural. Her husband claimed she had fallen, and for a while, everyone believed him, except one person, her mother. They say her mother began seeing her night after night, the same way I did, the same cold presence, the same voice, and just like me, she was shown the truth. Zona appeared to her and told her everything, how he attacked her, how he grabbed her, how he broke her neck over and over again. She returned until her mother finally went to the authorities. At first, no one believed her. How could they? A ghost accusing a man of murder? But something about her certainty, something about the details she gave, made them reopen the case. They exhumed the body, performed a second examination, and that's when they found it. The truth. Her neck had been broken, exactly as she had said. I felt a chill run through me as I read the records because what I experienced, what I saw, it wasn't just a story. It had actually happened. The case went to court, and in one of the strangest trials in history, her mother stood there and testified, not as a witness to the crime, but as a witness to her daughter's spirit. People laughed, doubted, whispered, but the evidence spoke louder, and in the end, her husband was found guilty. Justice delivered by the dead. I sat there in silence after learning the truth, the weight of it all setting in. Then I felt it again, that same cold presence behind me. Slowly, I turned. The room was empty, but I knew she was there, watching, waiting, not in pain anymore, not restless, just still, like something had finally been completed. And for the first time, I didn't feel fear, only a quiet understanding. Some stories are meant to scare us, some are meant to remind us that the truth doesn't stay buried forever. In West Virginia, they still tell the story of the Greenbrier Ghost, not as a legend, but as a fact, because once a voice from beyond the grave was heard, and justice listened.